First off, if I'm posting this, I'm just like, oh wow, I'm really about to show the people my hairline. I felt like my hair got worse. There was some inflammation, I had some pain, and I felt like there was a setback, and I almost gave up on using this whole thing. So I've been using Cecred Edge Drops for my barely there receding hairline due to traction alopecia. And here are my results after about 1.5 bottles. First off, if I'm posting this, I'm just like, oh wow, I'm really about to show the people my hairline. I'm really about to show the people my barely there hairline, but I said, I promised that I would come back with my results, and here they are. But firstly, I do want to point out that these drops did play a major role in the results that I've received, but I will admit that I don't believe that they were the only thing were able to get me the results I received, at least toward the end of my journey. Well, it's not the end, but the part that I'm about to show you. Let's just get to the results, and then that will make a little more sense. Okay, I'm going to pretty much talk through the video, just kind of explaining my results. I do apologize in advance because I had a lot more photos that I took, and the photos, I think I should have taken them in like natural sunlight. They just don't really show up as well in the photos as it does like in person from what I can see. You can see, I'll try my best to explain what I'm trying to say. This is what I first did with the content that I do have, I think drops has ever touched my scalp. And then October 4th was when I kind of started saying, let me see if there's a difference. I honestly, like when I first was looking at this, I was like, I don't feel like I see much of a difference. But if you look like in the inner part of where my edges were gone, it has filled in. Now we are comparing October 4th to October 31st, and I feel like it got worse. And I did change up a few things before this time, and that probably was a no-no. During this October 31st, I actually realized that, I don't know, like this day, I kind of woke up with like the worst part of my, I mean, the whole area, the whole hairline is a mess, but my right side is like the worst spot, and that part was just so tender. I realized that what I had changed in that last week, or like week and a half, was I started applying oil after I would apply my was a hair growth oil that I bought from one hair care company. I'm not going to say the name, but it's an oil that I've used before and I actually did like, but for some reason it was just making my scalp so tender. So after that, so October 31st, I actually gave myself about a week break of like everything. I didn't use any Cecred drops. I didn't use any oil. I cleansed my scalp because this was after, I actually ended up cleansing my scalp. This was after a cleanse, pretty much, and I had blow dried. And I decided not to put anything and just left my edges there because that tenderness was like, that's not a good sign. So I just stopped applying anything and waited till the tenderness went away. Once that tenderness went away, I went back to doing my Cecred Edge Drops. What I was doing before, I would do my micro needling. Right before October 31st, I started making sure to consistently do it once a week. And before October, I wasn't very consistent with weekly micro needling. And so I think that was one thing that made a big difference. And I think it's very important, especially if you have traction alopecia with scarring. Another thing I started incorporating was I switched out the oil that I was using. So instead of the oil I was using before, it was a purchased oil, I went back to an oil that I created for myself that I would put after I would let the Cecred drops, I put it on my scalp and then leave it in for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes to let it like kind of soak in first. And then I would go back and put my oil. So I didn't do my oil originally because I created this oil back in 2022. My hairline has gone through a lot. So traction alopecia on top of postpartum shedding, and it was just a mess. I literally was missing almost half of my hairline. So that was why I had originally made this oil before, but this time I was like being lazy because it takes a lot of work to make these herbal oils because there's a lot of ingredients in it. But I was being lazy and I would literally only have like a few more drops. I have another batch that I have been cooking up, for lack of better words, that I'm going to put together tomorrow. Incorporating massages was what I started doing. Mid-October, I started making sure I was massaging my scalp. After I would put my oil, I would massage. And it's not just like, you know, just doing this. Like you have to have like full scalp massages where your eyes are rolling back. That's what you need. And that would help with the circulation that's needed. So yes, October 4th
here
compared
it is
to October 31st,
more recent.
I felt like my hair got
photo.
worse. There was some inflammation.
So this is November
pain,
21st,
and I felt
comparing
like there was a
to
setback,
October 31st, where I almost gave up because
this whole
I was
thing
having some
because
soreness. I felt
honestly,
like my
trying
hair
to roll
had
back edges
receded
more than
especially when you have work to do like
a few
mine.
weeks. And I don't know, it just
But
didn't look like it was improving. It felt like it got worse. So when I made those changes, like I stated, November 21st, I was about to get, that was the night before me getting this hair. And you know, we'll talk about this later, but yeah, because honestly, I almost had gave up and I said, let me put this hair away. It's getting really cold here in Texas and your girl can't be doing wash and goes and twist outs
here,
and stuff.
there's a difference
with my little,
to me. You know,
I don't know if you see it, but I do.
They were cute,
and
but
little hairs were coming in.
I can't.
Like this was more. So I did have to. I did decide to put these in, although I said I wasn't going to put in any braids for a while.
Was
but
just
here
so
I am.
quick
When I added in the herbal oil. And you know, I should have known, because if I show you guys when I first used this herbal oil for when my hair was literally, I was bald. I was literally bald. And it really helped grow it back in to this point. And I don't know if I just forgot about it or what, but I said, you know what? This is it. I'm trying to show you all I'm trying to show you here my edges. This is the worst spot. And there's little hairs. I'm trying to show you that there's little hairs that started coming in. Like the end point is starting to fill in and come forward. And then here's a side by side of just that, those little changes that I made from October 31st to November 21st. And remember, I even took off like 7 days in between this, after October 31st. And look at that. Like, I said, wow, we're going to continue this. And then I went and put in braids. But yeah, so those are my results so far. Explaining exactly why I think the updated routine I started doing gave me better results. So as you can see in the side-by-side photo, there's a huge difference in hair growth in less than a month. At least that's what I'm seeing. I see that it's filling in from the back coming toward the front, and then the front hairs, like the little short hairs, are coming in. It's really hard to capture that in the photo in the camera, and I probably should have done it in natural like light. So going forward, I will try my best to do that. So first, I'll have to mention what was very important. Microneedling once a week is non-negotiable for scarring alopecia, which creates micro injuries to stimulate your body's natural healing process by increasing blood flow and collagen production. So this is going to help promote hair follicle growth, and that is what I want. This also helps enhance the penetration of topical treatments. So now the topical treatments I was using, of course, I applied the Cecred Edge Drops every night before bed, only to my hairline. I didn't use it all over my hair. Now from July until mid-October, I would just place the drops and rub it into my scalp. Then maybe the second week of October, I decided to use started incorporating an oil because I felt that my hair was very dry. And after some research, I learned that with traction alopecia, you need to apply oil, and also massages are very important, which I'll explain in a bit. But yeah, that particular oil, like I said before, that I was using, it just, the one that I bought that store, I don't know, I've used it before, and maybe I just didn't realize and put one and two together that was what was making that area so sore and tender. Although with traction alopecia, you do naturally have tenderness and soreness because of the inflammation in that area. So what comes with traction alopecia? With traction alopecia, it can lead to disrupted oil production because of the damage of the sebaceous glands in that area. So you may not produce sebum, which is our natural moisturizing oil for our scalp. So that sebum production is reduced or may not even happen at all, depending on how much, especially if you have like scarring alopecia, that place will be dry. So to me, when, you know, I've seen the debate on what some people are saying, you don't apply oil to the scalp. Well, when you have a condition where you're trying, especially if you have at least in traction alopecia, you literally need at least a stimulating oil, just a little bit. It doesn't need to be drenched in oil. You just need a little to just lubricate that area, because what I was noticing the time that I had been using the Cecred drops is that it was not moisturizing for my hair. It wasn't hydrating my hair. At least it wasn't sealing in the moisture. My edges I would put the drops, but my edges would feel really dry, which is why I decided to start putting in oil. Another thing that comes along with traction alopecia is inflammation and poor circulation. This is why I started incorporating scalp massages every night when I applied my Cecred drops and my oil. I would massage it just until at least a minute or two. I really think that made a huge difference. A third thing that you may see that comes with traction alopecia is follicle miniaturization and scarring. The microneedling helps to increase the penetration through this scarring, and it gets the nutrients to the follicle to essentially help nourish and feed the follicles. So eventually your hair can start growing again there. I believe the massages, the microneedling that I had incorporated before, and then the oiling of my scalp. I only oil the areas that are needing to be oiled, that are really dry. I don't really oil the rest of my hair because it's not needed, but it's just, I definitely realized that the front areas, especially where I have my traction alopecia, needed to have some lubrication for my oil. And it's literally, you don't need too much. You just need to, it's just a little bit. This baby right here, yeah, we're gonna keep her around. And so, like I said, I'm making me another batch. And honestly, I wouldn't be a science girl if I didn't say this. It does make me wonder, and I know someone may be thinking this question as well, or may have the question that, okay, so is it the oil or is it the edge drops? Honestly, these edge drops, the Cecred edge drops, I did see results. It was a lot slower without the oil. And I think that's the part that may be missing in the Cecred edge drops, is that you have to remember you still need to lubricate your edges after, especially if you're having traction alopecia. And then I'm a girl, I'm all about science. I'm all about incorporating ingredients that have great research. When it came to making this oil, every product, every ingredient that I put in here, there's research on it stimulating some type of hair growth. And honestly, the hair oil, it doesn't smell that great, and that's why I didn't really like using it. But now that when I started seeing those results, I said, girl, who cares? I only put it on at night. I only apply like a really thin layer of it, and just apply it and rub and do my nice little massage. Now with these braids, or these faux locks is what they're called. These faux locks that I do have in, this was gonna be week 2. I did decide to not do any micro needling while I had them in for the first 2 weeks, just to make sure my scalp was okay. I wanted to make sure that these were not going to be too tight. Honestly, was this the best decision to make when I'm trying to grow my edges back? No, it wasn't. But we're going to make the best of what we have. I did tell myself if it was too tight that I would take out the edges and redo them myself. Are you trying to grow your edges back, and are you on a journey of doing so? Let me know down in the comments. Let's grow our edges back together. Let's snatch them back together. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you've watched to this point, I do health and beauty content. If you liked what you see in this video, please like this video, comment down below. Let me know if you are also trying to grow out your edges, if you've bought the drops and if they worked for you. Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.